So today we had our prickly pear gathering. This is an event that we've been doing for about 5 years. It's an intertribal cactus fruit gathering that we do out on the biodiversity reserve. So in addition to being coastal sage scrub, which is already an endangered habitat, we have a subtype of that called cactus scrub here on the biodiversity reserve. It's the obligate nesting habitat for the California cactus wren, which is one of many reasons why we're really grateful to be able to protect this area. And I really love these gatherings because the relationship between people and ecosystems is one that's been forgotten in conservation. It's been forgotten throughout this valley in this area, and is always a really great day for me when we have people interacting with the ecosystem here and doing what they have been doing for thousands and thousands of years. I feel really grateful to be a part of it. I feel like it's part of my responsibility as somebody who helps manage these lands to make sure that people have access to it. And it's a relationship that's been growing for the last 5 years, and every year I think it gets a little bit better. This year was really special because we had a lot of rain this year, and when we get a lot of rain, it means that it's a really good year for native plants. And this year, the prickly pear cactus gave us the biggest harvest that I've seen since I've worked here. It's really exciting because the cactus just gives us, in the driest, hottest months of the year, this gift of all of these delicious, juicy, red, ripe fruits. And years like this, there's more than enough for people to harvest, for the animals to eat, whether that's the cactus wrens or the foxes that live in this area, the coyotes, the insects. Everybody gets to taste some of the bounty of cactus fruit that we have out here.
What today means to me, it would be multifaceted. First of all, to come here and to see the different bands, tribes represented, to see the generationally, as far as age goes, that part right there, is one aspect of. That's what outreach does. That's what gatherings. Really happy for the safari park opening their doors for these types of engagements to take place. The importance of our food sovereignty is all our sovereignty, all aspects of our sovereignty. It's the beginning of what we share with one another. Our subsistence, our existence, our often the stories that we sit and we get into. I always notice, like, when we sit around with a few of the older generation, we start talking about the survival foods.
Today was definitely the largest prickly pear gathering event that we've participated in. San Pasqual, CSA, Kauai, Paula, different tribal nations, different tribal organizations, tribal and non-tribal working together. So it was great to see everyone come together, sustainably harvest, share an interest in going out and practicing these traditions that have sustained our ancestors for generations. So today we gathered prickly pear, the species native to this region. We're going to use it in a variety of ways. Probably the way that people like it the most is as a drink, a lemonade. So it'll be kind of like an Arnold Palmer 50-50, but instead of half iced tea, it'll be half prickly pear juice. In the past, we've used it as a marinade. We've used it to add some color and sweetness to our dough for tortillas. So there's different ways we're exploring how to use the fruit. When I go home today, I'm going to try out a vinaigrette recipe that I found online. So every year we try to find a new recipe, new way to utilize the fruit.
Oh yeah, I still have them. Yeah.
Oh, it's so hot.
Remember, you should be a waxer.
Indigenous food sovereignty is about like asserting our rights as people, our rights as human beings, our sacred rights to food, and recognizing those relationships that we have with food, with our human relatives and our non-human relatives, and protecting them as well. First of all, I'd like to thank the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance, and Madison Wilson and Charlie De La Rosa, like, put so much effort and work into making this day happen, and just our continued efforts to make this space available for us. I'd also like to thank my colleagues at the Climate Science Alliance for all the work that they've done. Paula Sternberg and Althea Walker and Joelle Ariano. And then also I'd like to thank the Kumeyaay people, and recognizing like this is Kumeyaay ancestral territory, and just feeling really lucky to be invited here. And yeah, thank you.